Hello, everyone. In this video, we're going to go over how do you make a hex nut. So here's the hex nut that I'm going to create, very similar to your task 6B. I'm going to create this on Fusion 360, and then I'm going to make a drawing of it. All right. So please make sure that you are pausing and going back as you need, and then feel free to reach out to me if you have any further questions. So I'm going to start by examining my drawing. I'm going to zoom in. Don't be afraid to zoom in. So now we have the size here is 1 1/8. And here we have 41/64. Don't be afraid of the fractions. Our thread callout is 3/4 20. All right. So we're going to begin by creating a sketch on the front plane after you have set your units to inches. We are dealing with the American National Standards Institute, which is English units. So we're working with inches. You're gonna, after you set it to inches, please select the front face. All right, create a sketch on the front face. According to our drawing, this is a hexagon. A hexagon is a polygon with 6 sides. So we're going to create a polygon inscribed. Now remember, when we're dealing with this, zoom in to make it bigger. Orient it. So here's my orientation. Hit tab, enter the number 6. Make sure it's a hexagon with 6 sides, then hit enter. Don't do anything else. Now we're going to dimension it. From here to here is what? Well, that's the beauty of it. Once you dimension it, let's say I make it that size, hit escape once you're done dimensioning. 1 1/8, double click the dimension, 1 space 1/8. It'll understand you. So 1 1/8, 1 plus an eighth is 1.125. An eighth is 0.125. So now I know this is correct. 1.125 is 1 1/8. They are the same. All right. Now that we've created the hexagon, we're going to need to create the hole here. There's a hole in the middle of this hex nut according to my isometric view. The size of the hole will be the first number in your thread callout, which is your major diameter. So 3/4 of an inch, which is 0.75 inches. So I'm going to use shortcut C for circle command. I'm going to make it 0.75 inches or 3/4 of an inch. Now I've modeled in, or I've sketched in the hole so I don't have to make multiple steps. Now I'm going to extrude it 41/64. Select extrude, select the outer region so it looks like a donut. All right, 41/64. Enter. Now this gives us the basic shape that we need. Now we're going to create some threads. Please remember that this is wrong. All right, we're going to put this somewhere else, but this is the correct thread callout, 3/4 20. So go to create, thread. Make sure both boxes are selected for modeled and full length. ANSI screws, 0.75 inches. That's good. Leave it alone. Now it needs to be 3/4 20. 3/4 20. Change this number to 2. Hit OK. All right. Now we pretty much have our basic shape. Now we're just going to add this circle. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do it. If you want, you can just create a sketch. On the front face and then make a circle up until the right side, the end of the right side. And then just right click, sorry, left click. All right, so since it snapped, it turned black. If it doesn't, and you're close, just dimension it. Give it a dimension, left click, hit enter, and it'll turn black. All right. Now what I'm going to do, this would be just fine, but what I'm going to do is that I'm going to slightly move this around a little bit. All right, so I can make sure that it has the right style, the right look. All right, that's good enough. Now that you have your model created, okay, please make sure to add your material. Stainless steel, hit A. Stainless steel. Select polished, drag and drop. Hit Control S, make sure you've saved this. So I'm going to call this hex nut because this is a hex nut. And I'm going to put it in engineering development, learning target 6 in my tasks, save. Now that I've saved it, I'm ready to create my drawing. Go to File, New Drawing from Design. When it turns blue, hit enter. Now, since you created the model on the front plane, it should give you the correct one immediately. Yes, it does. All right. And now please change it to visible. Leave this alone. Let's make it, let's try 8:1. Too big. 4:1. All right, I'm going to try that out, see if it works, and then make some adjustments if necessary. But I suspect that 3:1 will make this work. So let's try that. We got 1. Left click, hit enter. All right, now select the parent view, hit P on your keyboard, drag it to the right so you have a right view, like so. And then make sure you have an isometric view as well, like that. Just drag it to the corner, left click again, hit enter when you're done. Now I want this one to look realistic and it could be a little smaller. So shaded. So shaded makes it look realistic. And now let's make it 2:1. Then hit close. Please make it look as close to the original drawing as possible. So keep checking it. All right, we have an isometric view in the corner. We got a right view and a right view and a front view. Now let's start adding some dimensions. So using the shortcut D, from here to here, 1.13, and from here to here, from side to side, 0.164. Sorry, 0.64. Once I have those two, I can do my thread callout. Hit the thread note, select an edge. You have to select the thread edge. So here's a thread. Drop it here approximately. Hit enter. And this is how I can use to check myself. So am I correct? Oh, looks like I need to make an edit. So when that happens, that's all right. My thread needs to be adjusted. So go to your timeline. It's not 3/4 28, it's 3/4 20. All right. Hit save. Control S, enter. And just to experiment, I'm gonna edit the sketch that created the circle here, and I'm going to make another circle. Right here. This is optional, you don't have to do this. But it may just give it a better look, so let's see. So now I'm going to extrude this shaded region in just a tiny bit. All right, I want to say, so here, negative 0.001. Let's try that. Will it do anything? Yes, it will. So now when I hit the front, and it gives it the correct look. So that's better. You can go ahead and do that if you like. All right. So now, if I click this little chain right here, it updates my drawing. That's the nice part about it. A change happens in the model, click right here. It's a chain icon. That's what references the model. So when I change the model, it changed the drawing. All right, now if I need to, I can make some adjustments to my dimensions. See, I can click it and drag it down here. As long as it's a thread edge, it'll work. Click and drag. Now, according to the drawing that was given, I need fractions, and I need to make sure that my text is larger. So open up your browser tree. Under document settings, I'm going to go to text height group. I'm going to change this to large. Changing that to large will automatically make my text bigger. Now I'm going to go to dimension units. And since there's fractions, I need to make this fractional down to a 1/16 of an inch. Hit OK. Now, if I wanted to see the 64ths, I can try and go a little further. 1/64. There we go. 41/64. So the rule of thumb is whatever the largest number in the denominator is, make sure that you set that in your drawing under dimension units. If it's fractional, you need that precision. All right, I will make sure to bring this up in class. We'll talk about it before I give you your task. Please save it, Control S. It automatically will add the word drawing. And now that it's saved in the correct location, I can open up my library by clicking on the name, click on the icon that says open on the web. That takes you to your Fusion library. Now I can open up learning target 6. It's in my tasks. I just completed the hex nut, so I'm going to take the drawing, click the 3 little buttons, hit share, hit copy. Now I'm going to do drawing link, Control B, Control U, drawing link, and model link. Go to your library, make sure you hit copy. Now I'm going to copy in the drawing link. Please don't forget to hit space once you enter it so that it turns blue. Now put in the model link. The model is the one that does not say drawing. Share, copy, spacebar. Make sure you hit spacebar, and then once you have all 4, so for each object, for each piece of hardware, I need a drawing link and a model link. Drawing link, model link. And you go to File, Download PDF when you're done. And it'll automatically save it, and you can drop this into Schoology. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to come and see me. Thank you for watching this video. This completes how to create a hex nut on both Fusion 360, model, and drawing. Thank you very much. Good night.